So Iblis, once upon a time, he was a blessed creature. And this is something we cannot deny whatsoever. Why? Because he lived in paradise. And what greater joy is there than living in paradise? What greater joy is there than living in paradise? You're in the company of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are even promised, subhanallah, a person who goes to paradise, at the very least, he shall be able to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on a weekly basis. Subhanallah. So according to Ibn Taymiyyah rahmatullah alayhi, shaytan was not an angel, as is alleged by at least a minority of the scholars. Rather, he possessed the physical form of an angel. So it's an understatement to say that he was honored. He was in the company of the righteous. He spoke with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He was witness to the beauty of paradise. And regarding his character, it is stated by many scholars that he was amongst the supremely righteous. Why? Because he was even considered one of the angels, or amongst the angels. And that should be something that should send a shiver down anyone's spine. How can someone so righteous, so God-fearing, turn out to become the shaytan? It should send a shiver down your spine. And this is why the Prophet ﷺ used to teach his companions a specific and special dua. What is that dua? Ya muqallab al-qulub, thabbit qalbi ala dinik. O changer of the hearts, make my heart firm upon your religion. And Anas radiallahu anhu, he was amazed by this supplication of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And so he turns to him and says, do you fear for us? Do you fear for us? Do you think we're going to go back to a different religion? And what is the answer of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Yes. Subhanallah. Look at this. He's saying this to the companions, the best of the people. What does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say about companions? Kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrijat linnas. You are the best of people that came from mankind, the best of nation. And yet the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying this to them. What about you who is not making any kind of supplication like this? Subhanallah. Subhanallah. Something to think about. Now, speaking of mercy, know that our father Adam alayhi salam was created in a state of mercy. Iblis was not the only one who obtained the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, also Adam alayhi salam. And so what happens? Allah announces to the angels, Inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa. I am going to make upon the earth a khalifa, a vicegerent, a succession of generations to run it. And so what happened? The angels argued with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They argued with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a manner which is suitable to their creation. They never disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And they argued and disagreed with him in such a manner. They argued with him saying, أَتَجْعَلُ فِيهَا مَنْ يُفْسِدُ فِيهَا وَيَسْفِكُ الدِّمَاءِ. Are you going to make someone upon this earth that is going to create bloodshed, that's going to cause problems? Are you going to create someone like that? Why are the angels saying this? Tahir. Why are the angels saying this?
Because they're
Okay, I didn't know your name was Tahir, that's alright. That's alright. He's correct. The angels had experience from the world of the jinn.